talking about risk and governance, and this is a big part of the conversation right now, in the vendor community, in the CPA community, um, looking at the risks of how we're investing in AI, looking at the risks of not investing in AI, which we've kind of touched on a bit here, and then how do we manage the governance, the sort of top bullet point there under governance, creating clear policies for staff usage. That's something we've been talking about for a long time, and we're used to end user policies, at least in the IT world. Um, but governance around moving data from one SaaS provider to another SaaS provider, and the PII that's going along with that, and how we're monitoring that, that's a lot.
It's huge. I spend a lot of time working with firm on general governance, and what I do know is that we as a profession want things to be perfect many times on that, and so we're very contemplative. By the way, it's what makes us really good at what we do in the
Mhm.
economy, right? We're relied on for that. But the one
Absolutely.
thing that we say in general governance is the modern firm has to be much more agile, has to be much more willing to take risk. And I say that in a qualified way. I'm not talking about being crazy or anything like that. So translate that to AI. And I think what you just articulated is the same, right? We need to have policies. But back to our comments from 15 minutes ago, when things are constantly changing, if our policies are specific to products or specific to today, we might find ourselves constantly in a rewrite mode, which is always slowing things down. So, how do we have governance policies that are principle-based policies that can pivot as quickly as the technology and artificial intelligence that we're trying to keep up with?